Cell phones are taking over media. Mobile access to websites has gone up over 300% in the last year, and that's only continuing to rise. And just about everybody has a cell phone, but most of them don't look like this. Okay? Most of them look like this. Crappy cell phones. And they're called feature phones in the market, and they can typically do text messaging, email, and really stripped down web access. And even if people have phones that look a little bit more like this, a lot of times they don't get the fancy data plans to go along with them. Which means that they get cut out of a lot of local news, and especially things from news organizations and at the community level, too. There's just not much of it that's available on their phones, yet it's a thing that they have to take with them every time they leave the house. They always have their cell phones with them. Seemed to me that, wow, that's a gaping hole in the news business, and there's also a lot of revenue models that apply to distributing information services by mobile phone. So we decided to see what could we do to make this work as something that will help the community and that will also be a sustainable business in Oakland. Classic example of how it could benefit the community came up this morning. I realized, because my neighbor got broken into, that I really need to be able to call the police when I need to, but my only phone is my cell phone. And something stuck in the back of my head that, wow, isn't there something weird about cell phones and 911? Well, I looked it up on the Oakland City Government website, and sure enough, there's a special phone number for cell phones for emergency calls to the police. So I ran that on the Oakland local website. But that's something that we could also run out to community members. And gee, wouldn't that matter to people who are getting news on their cell phones? Oh yeah, I need a special number to call 911, from my cell phone, and here it is right there. I can program it in right now. There are lots of things that have community news and information that have phone numbers attached to it, and where somebody would want to call and see what's going on right away with something. That the cell phones will be a great channel for that, but also it just gives you a chance to be aware of what's happening in your community in a very low bandwidth kind of way, where you don't have to go to check out something special like a website or a newspaper, or even turn on your TV. It comes to you, and it comes right into your pocket, and it's ready for you to read whenever you want to see it, and you have control over it. Also, it's cell phones are good for two-way communication, so we're going to try to build in some ways that people can engage with us by their cell phones. How this is all going to work, we're not exactly sure just yet, and that's why we're really grateful to the Renaissance Journalism Center to give us some funding so that we can figure that out.